This is gonna be a talking stream. I really am gonna hate this, but as you guys can tell by the stream title, this is Can My Custom Superstars Survive in Today's WWE? So basically, I got this concept from Chris Dinkops, and he got this from Brandon Does Everything. So basically, I edited the roster to like today's WWE. So I took out like a majority of like the guys that got released and all that stuff. So there might be still some like random people popping up there because one, I haven't really watched WWE and wrestling in general for quite some time now. Um, so some of the tag teams might be off. Some of the roster might be off a little bit too, and as well the pay-per-views because there were a few that were kind of like out of order from like what I could find on the internet. So I'm really trying my best. So what I've done is um, Chris Dinker, um, he put his main Chris Danger in SmackDown Live, um, and then kind of played off like that. But this time, instead of just doing one character, I'm doing three or technically four characters, but it's for certain things. So for Monday Night Raw, I got Brandon Guerrero, and he's going to be going for the World Championship or the WWE World Championship. For NXT, I got Mandy Butterfield, and he's going for the North American Championship. And then on SmackDown Live, I got my secondary main character, Brandon Dares, and my brother's character, Assassin Gamer 67, and they're going for the Tag Team Championship. So, yeah. And basically, from the rankings, so I really don't know how to play this game that much. Roster. Let's say Jesus. Championships. Go to rankings. So divisions. Yeah. So Brandon Guerrero's at number 9 in the rankings for World Championship, and then we'll just it goes on whatever. So for the first episode of Monday Night Raw of the week or the month of May, we got Randy Orton versus Drew Gulak, Mia Yim, or I think she's going by Reckoning. Yeah, with Lacey Evans, Braun versus Bray, Drew McIntyre versus Jackson Riker, Peyton Royce versus. Oh shit, that didn't save either. All right, well, we just we'll win some and we lose some. Humberto versus Ali, Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, Miz versus Ricochet versus AJ Styles, and Jesus, none of this crap saved. All right. Uh, yeah, I got the teams right. I just never removed the like assistant managers, so I guess I'm just gonna keep it that way. So I guess week one, Brandon Dares or not Brandon Dares, Guerrero didn't show up. Just a second, guys. I gotta fix something on this mic. pretty sure when I was watching Chris Dinker's or Dinkops's like Randy Orton was constantly going to like tag teams, and then Jack Striker got like a monster push, and then Strowman and what's his face, uh, McIntyre, they were like flip flopping the championships. Also, I deleted the rivalries up here, so everything's like kind of just going off by hand or whatever. Alright, now we're on NXT. Castizono, he's not even there anymore. Gargano, Keith Lee. Keith Lee's supposed to be on Raw, but I think he's jumping brands, whatever. So that's why some people are just constantly going back and forth. Morgan. And, well, yeah. Alright. Mandy Butterfield is also not on NXT. So, go to the next show. No, we didn't check the rankings for NXT. We'll have to do that in the next one. Now we're on week 1. We have Sami Zayn versus Big E, Apollo Crews. Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode versus Alpha Academy. Oh god, these guys up here too. The Riot Squad versus Flair and Asuka. Owens versus Cesaro. Oh, look at that. We actually have a match versus the former tag team champions. And because by the time this recording or this live stream, they lost the titles last night. Yeah, to Rude and Ziggler. And then we got Jay versus Roman. Alright, so we're going to simulate that. Did we win? Yeah, we won. With Brandon Dares getting the win over Montez Ford. So that is one win down for the tag team. And then we'll go to rosters and then championship rankings. Alright, so we are now officially number 1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. We originally like the third, no, maybe second. So I guess with us beating them, that's put them automatically down. So that's all right. Next show, and then this is like the go home show for Money in the Bank. All right. So week 2 for Raw. Bliss and Elias versus Kofi and Lacey. Miz versus Truth. Hurt Business versus Viking Raiders. I'm pretty sure one of them are injured in real life. Mojo versus Brock. Alright. Drew versus Bray. Tag champions. Randy. Oh, look. At least Brandon Guerrero's getting a match now. And then Andrade versus AJ. Alright, so let's show. Oh, cool. Brandon Guerrero gets his first win against. That was actually a monster secondary main event. I'd actually like to see that match in real life. Next show. I'm pretty sure that's gonna push us up in the rankings too. Alright. Tonight's show. Call up promo from Ember Moon. Roderick versus Tomasa. Velveteen Johnny and Cassius. Finn versus Matt. Kyle O'Reilly versus Trent and Tyler. With Bobby Fish. Alright. Roster. Championships. Divisions. Oh, we're number 7 for the North American Championship. Alright. So another week with no man, dude. Simulate show. And SmackDown. Alright, let's see what this week's show's got. Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke. Angelo Dawkins and Sonya versus Chad and Sasha. That's weird, alright. Big E versus Alistair. Don't know what New Day's here. There we go. We are in the 3rd match of the night, or the 4th match. Kind versus Seth, and the champions versus the Riot Squad. Let's see who wins. Alright, so we got Assassin Gamer getting the win of Dolph Ziggler this time. So we are now two wins deep into this whole show so far. Now it's time for Money in the Bank. Oh, that's next week. That's great. Alright, I should turn the comments on. So just give me a second. Literally no clue why you just put Rey Mysterio and Batista, dude. Alright, there we go. Now let's get back to Monday Night Raw. Alright, so we are now week 3. I think this is the go home week for Money in the Bank. So let's see. Reigns versus Humberto. Jackson Baszler versus. These guys aren't even tagged anymore. I deleted this team. Brock, Keith, and Tyler Breeze. Alright. Charlotte and Asuka versus Dana and Mandy. Bray versus McIntyre. Ollie versus AJ. And then I got we got Samoa Joe versus Baron Guerrero. So this might be an upcoming rivalry. And then we got the Hurt Business versus the New Day. Simulated show. And did we get that win? Yes. So that is now 2 wins for Brandon Guerrero. Who do you guys think is going to have the most wins by the end of this whole physical year of the game? Alright. We are going to NXT. Hopefully Mandude will show up. If not, they might be saving him for, like, you know, he's still in Performance Center or whatever. So we got Riker versus Strong versus Cole. Io Shirai versus Ember Moon. Velveteen versus Gargano. Finn Balor versus Tommaso Ciampa. O'Reilly versus Bate. Still no Mandude. Alright. SmackDown Live. Alright, we're in the main event, so that's the good part at least. Oh, as it's come to my head, as the show goes on or whatever, basically all Raw and SmackDown are based on every pay-per-view besides the NXT ones. NXT is based on all the NXT related pay-per-views, and they're also in like the main four, so SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and Mania. So they'll be introduced in that's when Raw will be introduced, or NXT will be introduced into those main pay-per-views, but they won't be like the other ones. So yeah. All right. Time to show Raw Mojo versus Big E. Rude, or the Tag Champs versus Alpha Academy. Tag Team Champs versus the Riot Squad. Roman versus Daniel. Kevin versus Seth. And Brandon Dares and Bailey versus Sasha Banks and Montez Ford in the main event. At least I get the win. Jesus Christ. Alright. That's the perfect way to take it to the go home show. Let's just go to the next one. Alright. So, tonight, Money in the Bank, we have AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Matt Riddle versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Billy Kay versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The Viking Raiders versus the Hurt Business for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Uh, then a regular Sheamus versus Bray Wyatt match. The Miz versus R-Truth in a regular match. Alright. Then we got Big E versus Aleister Black in the Intercontinental Championship match. Oh yeah, I didn't download the new uh the new custom created Intercontinental or United States because I'm pretty sure that would just crash the game even more than it already does or whatsoever. Uh, then we got Lacey Evans versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, look at that. Brandon Guerrero is in, I'm assuming, Raw's ladder match for it. And he's taking on Brock, Randy, Jackson Riker, Samoa Joe, Mojo, Braun, and Xavier. That's a good that's a good lineup, I guess. Oh, then we got Brandon Dares and Assassin Gamer versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. So that's gonna be a great, one of the great closers. Then we got Seth versus Roman for the Universal, and then we got SmackDown's uh, ladder match. So we got Jay, Ray, Buddy, Shinsuke, Kevin, Baron, Cesaro, and Daniel. All right. So Shinsuke won SmackDown's ladder match. Ooh, Roman kept the championship, and we are now the new tag team champions. That's great. So we went from 3 to 1 to the champions in just basically the 4 matches we've gone through, or 3. The last match didn't count because it was whatever. Destroying Fist Roblox and more. Alright, cool, I guess. Destroying Fist, Roblox. And dang, Braun Strowman at the last, I'm assuming at the last second, threw Brandon Guerrero off the ladder to win Money in the Bank. So, you win some, you lose some. So that's, I guess, the first loss for Brandon Guerrero, but it's not technically a pin fall, so yeah. Asuka retains. Ooh, Aleister Black's the new Intercontinental Champion. Miz beat Truth. Sheamus beat Wyatt. And Hurt Business retains the titles. Sasha Banks retains her title. McIntyre retains. And Bobby retains. Let's check the news. Alright. We got new champions. Braun wins. Aleister wins. New champions. Viking Raiders attack Hurt Business from behind. Old Enemy starting their rivalry with the champions. No doubt this team is at the tag titles knowing they can provoke the champions in a time match with results in them. And then Ollie's match when AR after attempted to distraction him during the match. Interesting. Interesting. Show. Alright. So we got Gulak versus Andrade. We got the tag champs versus Rosenbrooks. Humberto versus Akira Tozawa. McIntyre versus Sheamus. Riker teaming up with Grand Metalik versus the New Day. Joe versus Wyatt. Lesnar versus Orton. Strowman versus me, or Guerrero. So I'm pretty sure this is a wrap for now after the whole whatever Money in the Bank situation. And then you got the Hardy Bros versus the Hurt Business. And alright, so that's a win for Brandon Guerrero. I guess he's avenging what happened at Money in the Bank. So in WWE, I'm assuming this is where they'd be fighting for the champion or the briefcase, like Miz and Otis. That that seems something WWE would do. Alright, let's see if Mandy will finally be on NXT. Hopefully. Dunn versus Fandango and Io Shirai. Velveteen Dream versus Gargano. Balor versus Ciampa. Undisputed Era versus Trent. Or British Strong Style now. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. So, next show. This dude's never gonna make it on the roster. Well, most likely. Alright. Alright, so we got the new Intercontinental Champion versus Apollo Crews and the true Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. Talia versus Bianca Belair. Sasha versus Billy. Tamina versus Bailey. The Champs versus Red Squad. Roman versus Ray. And no tag team champions. So, we'll just simulate the show and go on to the next show. Alright, this week on Raw, we got. Oh, and NXT's getting ready for their first pay per view, so that's good. Alright. New Day versus Jeff Hardy and Titus O'Neil. Alright. Lucha House Party versus Bobby Lashley and Akira Tozawa. Humberto versus Tucker. Alexa versus Raikkonen. Why is. Oh, okay. The game's glitching out too. Cool. We got Jax Baszler versus Brooke and Rose. We got McIntyre and Nikki Cross. I guess they're representing Scotland versus Styles and Lana. I'm pretty sure they're representing Nashville and Georgia. I don't know if that's the same place or whatever. Then we got Riker and Elias versus Joe and Lesnar. Orton versus Strowman. The Viking Raiders versus Hurt Business. So no Brandon Guerrero this week. I guess all the creative people are like, let's take a break. We did great matches these last weeks, so we'll just go on. Yeah. So this is the go home show for NXT UK. We got Strong versus Ciampa, Shirai versus Kai, Riddle versus Riker, Gargano versus Lee, Undisputed Era versus British Strong Style, and No Man Do Butterfield. So simulated as usual. Go on to the next show. Most likely they're just gonna save Man Dude for the pay per view because nah, he's a big talent. We just got him off the indie scene. Let's not waste it here. Yeah. Alright, SmackDown Live time. We got Aleister Black calling someone out. Billy versus Carmella. I'm pretty sure this is most likely number one contender match. Natalia versus Bianca. Alright, now we got Assassin Gamer with Sasha Banks versus Montez and Sonya Deville. So Montez is like, Sasha, you suck. Get out of here. I'll get the GM's assistant, Sonya, and she'll be my tag team partner. And then Sasha's like, oh my god, if Brandon's not here tonight, we'll just get Assassin Gamer. You can be my tag team partner. Your brother's a dick. And Assassin Gamer's like, okay, cool. And then we got Seth Rollins versus Lars Sullivan. And then we got Roman Reigns calling someone out. So Roman calls out Daniel Bryan and lost. Now, if you lose to Daniel Bryan in a promo battle, that means you have to really be bad because apparently Daniel Bryan said that he was so bad at connecting with the people for interviews and stuff that dude was like, nah, we can't let you do that. Seth beats Sullivan. Who cares? And then Assassin Gamer won. So that is another win for the tag team division. And it has to be Montez Ford that just this is really bad. It's not his partners. And Alistair called out Sammy and Sammy won. No surprise. Alright. Now it's NXT UK, and from what I remember, it was Dublin from the pay-per-view So we got Strong versus Riker, Ono versus Thorne. There we go. Mandu Butterfield makes his official NXT debut in UK, overseas. Seems exactly right. I like the NXT UK arena they got at the current moment for the pandemic. That is actually a really cool setup. I like it more than the newer for the NXT one. The new NXT one, that's cool, but the NXT UK one, that really goes. That one really is great. Then we got Breeze versus. Is this a handicap match? Okay, so we got Breeze versus the Brand with Lorcan and Fandango. I took out. They don't have Danny Burch, and I'm not dialing people because the game would just mess up even more. We got Ember Moon versus Io Shirai in women's match or the women's championship match. Gargano versus Velveteen. Ciampa versus Balor for the NXT championship. And thanks for the follow, Dat K Boytrell. And Undisputed Era versus British Strong Style. That seems smart. Have the British guys lose at basically their pay per view event. Undisputed Era. Cool. And then Balor retains. Gargano retains. Shirai retains. And okay, this one ended in no contest. Mandu Butterfield making his debut and winning it at the pay per view. So yeah, he's now going to be a household name. Let's see the news. All right. Then Mandu related. All right. So yeah, first one out there in the Bucks. Now we're going on to the next one. I wonder what our next pay per view is going to be. Backlash. All right. Huh. No, there's like only 2 rivalries set for each one except for SmackDown. All right. So tonight's show, we got the Hardy Bros versus McIntyre and Strowman, Andrade versus O'Neal, Humberto versus Tozawa, Bliss versus Evans, the Tag Champs versus the knockoff Fire and Desire, Ricochet with Grand Metalik versus the New Day. All right, now we got Brandon Guerrero teaming up with Samoa Joe, and then Orton versus Lesnar. And wait, did I miss one? Oh, and then the Viking Raiders starts business. And we get another win. So basically, after everyone being in like 6 matches, 5 maybe, yeah, 5. So far, we got the tag champs in the lead. Brandon Guerrero coming in second, and Mandy coming in last since he had his first match. Next show, hopefully with us finally getting that win on the pay-per-view and actually getting featured, Mandy just start popping up more. We got Lee versus Gargano versus Nice. Dunn and Lorcan versus Fandango and Riddle. Shirai versus Baszler. Balor versus Ciampa. And Strong Style versus Undisputed Era. And no, man, dude. I guess man, dude, it's now pay per view only wrestler. And I understand. Alright, SmackDown Live. Let's see what's happening for the boys. Alright, Assassin Gamer is now really giving it to Montez Ford. Now he's with his wife. That is the ultimate disrespectful move. And Andrew's like, nah, man, nah. I think you just suck at like tag team work with girls. That's why you're the Minuteman. Nope, that is the wrong tag team. It's Private Party. All right, we got Natalia versus Carmella. Tamina versus Bailey. Why have they? Who are they a team? Jesus, that was a long time ago. Aleister Black versus Big E. Owens versus Rollins versus Nakamura. That would be a great match to watch. And then Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. wins. Rollins beats Nakamura. Alistair wins. Bailey wins. Natalia wins. And Assassin Gamer wins as well. They are on a winning streak, no losses. They refuse to take L's. Alright. Next show. Alright. We have Riker and Elias versus McIntyre and Strowman. The New Day versus Lucha House Party. Reckoning versus Cross. Now, Orton is teaming up the lady he burned versus Humberto and Evans. Andrade versus Truth. Brooke and Rose versus the Tag Champs. Hardy Bros versus Joe and Lesnar. And then Brandon Guerrero versus the Bray Wyatt. And then Hurt Business Cedric Alexander versus Ivar. Oh, seems that Sheldon got ejected from the match. Interesting. And Brandon Guerrero, beat the man himself, Bray Wyatt. I really wish my game didn't or the PlayStation didn't delete all my saved work, because I had all the stuff unlocked, China and the Fiend, but when my PlayStation had messed up and deleted all my save data, it didn't save any of my downloads for any of the games. So I lost the Fiend, I lost China, and all that other stuff. Let's go on to the next show. Let's see if Mandy will make an appearance. Alright. Belair versus Shirai versus Baszler. The Brand versus Fandango and Thorne. Keith Lee versus Mandy Butterfield in the third match of the night. So, he's finally making his official NXT debut on the roster. Then we got Balor versus Riker, and then British Strong Style versus Undisputed Era again. Simulate the show. Undisputed Era beats Strong Style. Balor beats Riker. What the hell? Alright, so apparently Mandy Butterfield has turned into Johnny Gargano. I don't know if I can really count that as an official win since it's switched out. Let's check the news. Alright. So Mandu did get the win, but he had the help of Gargano. We'll still take it, but it does suck. Alright. On to SmackDown Live. I think we've only done it maybe 2 months. Or about to hit 2 months. This is going to be longer than I expected. Fuck. Alright. We got Tamina versus Bailey. Belair versus Natalia versus Carmella. Black versus Cruz. And, Angela Dawkins and Deville versus Banks and Ziggler. And now it is us versus Alpha Academy. Roman versus Cesaro. That would be a pretty good match. Alright, so Roman beats Cesaro. And then with Brandon Darius getting the win over Chad Gable in tonight's match, that now leads us to 7 straight wins. Alright. And then, look at that. Angela Dawkins won this time. So maybe they just can't handle the tag champs. That's why they lost. Alright. Let's go on to that next week. And this is the go-home show for Backlash. So, we got Riker and Elias versus Strowman and Joe. Bliss versus Zim. Cross versus Naomi. I wonder when she's coming back. Or is she injured? I'm not sure. We got Flair versus Dana. Lee versus Ali. Tucker versus Andrade. And then we got the Hardy Bros versus Guerrero teaming up with the WWE champion. And then we got Lesnar versus Orton, and then the Hurt Business versus the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders win. Come on. Orton beats Lesnar, and then I get the win over Riddle. So that gives us another win, and I guess that might impress the champ. Maybe a title shot in the future. Who knows? All right. We are back on NXT. So we got Riddle versus Strong, Shirai versus Moon, Lee versus Nice, Balor versus Riker, and Fandango versus Bate. Snowman dude. Time will tell. Time will tell. He might get that next push. Who knows? SmackDown Go Home Show. Who's it gonna be? Who we fighting? Are we even on the card? We got Jay versus Murphy, Robert Roode and Billy Kay versus Chad and Sonya, Bailey versus Sasha, the Champs versus the Riot Squad. Oh, look at that. We're finally getting our hands on the Street Profits. So, and then we got Reigns versus Bryan. Bryan gets the win over him. Reigns again. And as usual, we get another W over the Street Profits. Time to go to Backlash. Alright. So we got Orton versus Lesnar in the opening match. Okay? This is basically like Rollins versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. McIntyre versus Strowman. Tamina versus Bailey. The women's champs versus Dana and Mandy, with the championships not being aligned. Interesting. Alright. We got us versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champs versus Ziggler and Rude, with the championships not online as well. Nakamura versus Mysterio. Rollins versus Owens. Oh, then we got Sheamus versus Brandon Guerrero in like the co-main event. Oh, third main event, I guess. Then we got Roman versus Bryan. So there's only one championship match up here. These should all be championship matches, but hey, okay. Whatever. So the Hurt Business retains. Roman wins. Or Roman beats Bryan. Brandon Guerrero gets the win over Sheamus. Owens beats Rollins. Nakamura beats Mysterio. Oh, shit. Look at that. We finally lost. Thank God the titles weren't on the line. Dang. And Brooke beat Charlotte Flair. Oh. Bailey beat Tamina. And Strowman beat McIntyre. Oh, he could have cashed in and won the title. That would have been much easier for him. And then Orton won against Lesnar. Let's check the news. Alright. Titles. Says win. Wow. Okay. That was very lackluster. Very disappointed, to be honest. Alright. Let's go to the next show. We are now in not June, July. Alright. So we got Andrade versus AJ. Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. Nick Cross versus Lana with Miro. The Hardy Bros versus McIntyre and Braun. Brooke and Rose, or Rose and Brooks, that sounds much better, versus the Women's Tag Champs. Hurt Business versus Viking Raiders. Brandon Groove versus Bray Wyatt. Lesnar versus Orton. And Lee versus Ricochet. Keith Lee beats Ricochet. Lesnar beats Orton. And Bray Wyatt beats Brandon Guerrero. Hurt Business get the win over them. And Dana Brooke gets the win over Charlotte. Drew McIntyre gets the win over Matt. Lana think that these guys would like have a better shot now or something. Upset victory, blah 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 blah. Let's check these rivalries. All right. So Brandon Guerrero's getting ready to maybe be in a rivalry with Bray Wyatt, so we can expect that maybe the next few like weeks coming up. Mm-hmm. Still nothing for Mandy over here. Nothing for us. Alright. Let's go on to NXT. Let's see if Mandy's booked. Alright. So we got Shirai calling someone out. The Brand versus Riker and Fandango. Gargano versus Lee. Balor versus Ciampa. And O'Reilly versus Bate. Alright. Let's go on to the next show. I can see why it took Danger so long to make these videos. This is boring. Alright. Bailey versus Bianca. Dawkins and Banks versus Ziggler, Carmella. Oh look, we're finally on a show again. And Rollins versus Uso. And Reigns versus Nakamura. Maybe my cash in, who knows? Nope. Thank God he didn't, or he would have lost that too. Rollins beats Uso. Dang, another loss to Otis? Jeez. We must be going in some tag team funk. Alright. Good show. Alright. We got Jackson Baszler versus Cross and Evans. Lee versus Truth. Yim versus Lana. Flair versus Brooke. New Day versus Lucha House Party. Naomi versus Royce. The Hardy Bros versus McIntyre and Brandon Guerrero. Orton versus Lesnar. Elias and Riker versus Hurt Business. Why did they switch over? Well, Hurt Business beat Elias and Riker. Orton gets the win over Lesnar. McIntyre gets the win for Brandon's team against the Hardy Bros. Royce, okay. Royce apparently turned into Alexa Bliss. Uh, Lucha House Party lost the New Day. Brooke beat Flair. Lana beat Yim. Truth beat Lee. And Baszler beat Cross in the tag team match. Let's see if there's any news on what happened. Alright. And injury focus, blah blah blah, by Lana. So Yim may be injured. Alright. Let's go to NXT. Oh, we are going to Extreme Rules. Alright. So that was the go home show for Raw. Alright. It seems that Jeff Hardy is NXT bound, guys. That'll be a great match to see. Just be quite different. Alright, now we got Lee and Gargano teaming up versus Rizongo. Cole's teaming up with Io Shirai versus Riker and Mood. Balor's calling someone out. And Bate versus O'Reilly. Who did he call out? Was the man dude? Nope. Balor. Alright, next show. SmackDown's going show for Extreme Rules. We got Sullivan versus Murphy. Alistair Black's calling someone out. Banks versus DeVille. Tamina versus Bailey. Rollins versus Mysterio. And the Universal Championship in the main event. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan is your new Universal Champion. Rollins beats Mysterio. Bailey beats Tamina. Sonya Deville beats Sasha Banks. Aleister Black calls out Paul Cruz and beats him in the promo battle. And Sullivan gets the win over Murphy. Extreme Rules time. Alright, so we got Alpha Academy versus Brandon Dares and Saz game for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We got Bliss versus Naomi. Sonya Deville versus Sasha Banks. Hurt Business versus the Viking Raiders. Flair versus Dana and Mandy. Tamina versus Bailey. Lesnar versus Orton. Rollins versus Daniel for the Universal Championship. Strowman versus McIntyre. So I guess he's cashing in the Extreme Rules or whatever. And McIntyre beat Strowman. Rollins the new Universal Champion. So in just a matter of a day, Daniel Bryan has won the championship and lost the championship. Orton beats Lesnar. Tamina beats Bailey. This should really be a title match, but whatever. Her Business retain. Oh, Deville's new SmackDown Women's Champion. Bliss gets the win over Naomi. And we retain our titles, thank goodness. Alright. News important happen. Weird. Alright. Next show. Joe Sheamus. Alright, we're going against Jinder Mahal this week. In the co-main event. And we won. Next show. I'm gonna have to speed this up because I'm getting bored just doing this video already. Oh, championship match, that's good. Co-main event, alright. I wonder who won that one. Balor still champion. Cool. Alright. Alright, so we got opening match. And we lost. Cool. Went over the champ. Or, no. AJ Styles the Embrace. That's still good, I guess. Oh, cool. We're in a tag team match this week. And did we win? Yeah, we won. Tony's got the win for the team. Next show. Alright, at least we're in that match. Another win for the boys. triple threat tornado tag. So, okay, so we got Elias and Jackson Riker versus Samoa Joe and Drew McIntyre versus me and Sheamus. Now that's something different. And McIntyre beat me, so that might be a future rivalry. Next show. No man, dude, as usual. It's gonna be a main event. Alright, main event win for us. Right. Okay. And we get a win over the champ. Wait, is he still the champ? Let me check the rankings. Yeah, he's still the champ. Let's see where we're at. We're still in 9, but we're going up. So, Randy Orton's number 1. That's good stuff. Where we at in the power rankings? Number 20, but we're going down. Alright. Goal is becoming the number 1 contender for the world title. It's time to take out everyone else and become number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. You're doing a real bang up job, buddy. Next show. Alright. Tonight's show. Still not booked. Let's check the roster. Alright. Where are you at? Number 21. Open challenge to take on anyone. So that's why. Alright. You do you, buddy. Let's see where you're ranked at. You're still number 7, so you haven't moved. So the show. Go on. So we got Jay versus Buddy. Unless I was just gonna cut someone out. Jay versus Bailey. And third match of the night. We've lost Ziggler, or I lost. Ow. Daniel beats Roman. Rollins beats Owens. Let's check out the championship. We're still number 1 since we are the champions. Where we got the power rings? Oh, Sasuke Gamer's number 1. Defend the tag titles. Do what it takes. Do it. Give it. Tag champions. Jesus. Share what I'm made of. How the hell am I number 3? Let's go home show for SummerSlam. So NXT will be at this one as well. Drew's calling someone out. Flair vs. Brooke, Lee vs. Humberto, Jax, and Baszler versus Royce and Evans. Bliss vs. Naomi, Hurt Business vs. New Day, Orton vs. Lesnar, and Joe vs. Guerrero, and Yim vs. Lana. Alright, so McIntyre calls out Strowman. And we get the win over Joe. That's cool. Next show. Alright, NXT. Let's go home show for SummerSlam. What's happened? Baszler vs. Belair, Nice vs. Lee vs. Nice, Moon vs. Shirai, Balor vs. Riker, Undisputed Era vs. Strong Style. Right, weird. No man, dude, still. Alright, at least we're booked. Interesting. What? It says. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're just gonna interfere. Brandiers and Cesaro force their way into and match by taking their opponents out. Oh, okay. So technically, we did enter ourselves in the match. So I will count that as a win. I wonder what. Alright, so. SummerSlam time. It's the biggest show of the summer. So we start off with the NXT Women's Championship match. Shirai versus Moon. Baszler versus Yim. Ono versus Thorne. Andrews versus Nice. This is mostly NXT crap. No one's gonna really want to watch this then. Lee versus Gargano. I might watch that one. Storm versus Lorray. What the hell? Oh, at least Mandude's on the card. Balor versus Cole. Riker Strong. This is literally all NXT. I know I have. Let me check this real quick. Oh shit, that's why. This might messed up. Let me know. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Didn't change it. Oh wait, yeah, it had sad matches. But we're not booked. Alright, so out of everyone, it's just Mandu that's booked. And Mandu beat Velveteen. So we now have 2 pay-per-view wins and then 2 regular NXT wins. I guess that's good still. Oh, and Keith Lee won the North American Championship, so we will definitely not be seeing him on Raw for a while. Oh, so we'll just be at Payback then, I'm assuming. Let me check this real quick. See there. Save real quick. That's kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, we gotta be safe with this one. I just gotta check all of them. champion once again in the co-main event. Let's see if there's any news about that. Nope. NXT, where we at? Alright, we're in a tag team match this time. Or at least we won again. Riker gets the win over the the NXT champion. Something different. No SmackDown Tag Team champions this week. Maybe we'll be at Payback. Restriction rules. Right? It's like you think this is where like they really start getting like the good championship matches. Like they only have one, and Owens lost. Dang. I haven't seen the what is it called? Women's Championship defended at all. So hopefully, you know what? Let's show rivalries. Rivalry match. So Clash Champions is next week. With all that being said, we need to check the. Oh, okay. So if I just take them out, will that work? What's the team? I mean, he's not even up here. Alright. Ooh, I wonder who I'm calling out. I called out Joe and I won. That must have been a great promo battle, too. Maybe Butterfield's just like, he's like, NXT is on his own time. Either that or he's just constantly getting injured. Let's see where he is on the rankings. Still number 7. Hasn't moved. Dude's barely booked. Understand. Alright. Murphy's calling someone out. Owens versus Mysterio, that would be a great match. Nothing. Alright. Let's go to championships. Let's edit the division a little bit. Excuse me. Rupee, you're out of here. This is a team up here. I think that's it. yourself. Next show. I wonder if there's like a pattern that's popped up for whenever Mandude appears. Like, is it just like every pay per view and then like 2 weeks after? NXT? No. Nothing interesting here. Mandude as usual. Let's see if SmackDown Tag Team Champs are on. Oh, we got Intercontinental title match. Alright. Alright, we're on as well. Mysterio vs. Rollins for the 50 millionth time. And Mojo is main eventing with Sami Zayn. That's crazy. Alright. Alright, so at least we got a new Intercontinental Champion out of that. And we lost to Otis. Again, that's crazy. Oh, Rollins beat Mysterio. And Owens is in his corner. Let's see what that's all about. Owens got in after his rival's actions last week and ruined Seth Rollins' match with a distraction of his own. Alright, tagged him. Alright, so Rollins turned heel last week. Cool. Still with a main event. That's wild to me. Alright. That was the go home show. Let's see what's happening. So I'm pretty sure with Alpha Academy beating us, they get the championship match. So we got Balor versus Cole to open up Clash of Champions. Gargano then versus Lee. Oh yeah, Lee is the jeez, my voice is going out. He's the champion now. Lana versus Yim. Raleigh versus Mojo again. Jay versus Murphy. The Raw tag team titles are on the line. Why? That doesn't make sense. That means we're gonna fight for the titles next week. I'm assuming on Friday Night SmackDown. Rollins versus Bryan, Lesnar versus McIntyre, and then Deville versus Bayley. And Bayley is your new women's champion. Lesnar is now the new WWE champion. Daniel Bryan's the new Universe champion. I lost against Ziggler? Jeez. Hurt Business, still champs. Jay wins, Sammy wins again. Yim wins, Lee retains, and Balor retains. It was an okay card. A little disappointing with the results, but hey, win some, lose some. Check the news. Alright, we got Orton, Sheamus, Lee versus Mojo. Yeah, versus Naomi, Bliss versus Royce. Random mixed tag. I don't even do those anymore. Herbis versus Raiders. Or no, Experience. Who cares? McIntyre versus Strowman. Lesnar versus Wyatt. And I'm main event again. Oh, this is rival match. And we win. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sister came in. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, we got like a few wins, for, whatever. So, back to the show. Alright, sell promo. Alright, and I won again. So if I'm not mistaken, Mandude should most likely be on this one. And I was mistaken. He's not. On SmackDown, what's gonna happen? Roman's calling someone out. Cruz is taking on Kalisto. Uh, SmackDown Women's Champion and Chad Gable versus Rude and Tamina. The new Universal Champion versus Baron Corbin. SmackDown Tag Champs versus Ford and the Street Profits. And main event Sammy and Mojo. And Mojo wins. What is happening? Oh man. Yeah, alright, at least we won. That's good. So I'm gonna end the stream after the next pay per view that comes up because I have to go do something. We'll continue the stream on the way back or whatever, or when I get back. So maybe in like a few hours. So yeah. So let's go on to the next show. This video took much longer than I thought it was originally going to. Oh, and at least the stream's ending soon, so yeah. Alright, let's go home show for Hell in a Cell. We got Sheamus calling someone out. We got the women's tag champs versus Dana and Mandy. We got Mojo versus Tucker. Alexa versus Naomi. Cedric Alexander and Nikki Cross versus Riker and Mia Yim. We got the North American champion versus The Miz and AJ Styles. McIntyre versus Strowman. Titus O'Neil versus Bray Wyatt. And then we got Brandon Guerrero versus Mojo. And Brandon Guerrero with another win. And, oh, so that's, alright. So I'm assuming he called out Orton. They went back and forth, and then Cesaro came up and attacked him. Cool. And dang, Mojo couldn't start a winning streak. That sucks. Alright. Maybe Mandy Butterfield's up here. Who knows? Alright. Nope. Nothing. Oh, at least we got a North American title match. That's interesting. Alright. That's it. Did we get a new champion? No. Alright. Next show. Go home show for SmackDown Live. What's gonna happen? Who knows? Alright. So we got Owens versus Sullivan. Apollo Crews and Aleister Black versus Otis and Chad. So they're gonna win. Otis and Chad are gonna win. I feel like either Aleister's gonna walk out, or they're just gonna lose fair and square. Who knows? We got Carmella versus Bayley. Bryan versus Cesaro. I'm assuming this is number contender match, maybe. And then Zayn versus Bo Dallas. Mojo's gonna interfere in this one, 100%. Yep, because that's why it's grayed out. Well, at least we showed up, but most likely just interfered. Yeah. Wait. Mojo came down ringside for his first match, and disqualification. Alright. We interfered. So did we... So we inserted ourselves into the match, and... What? I'm gonna put that as a no contest, so that's not gonna be entered. And because it switched him over, but kicked him out of the match. etc. So yeah, all right. Let's just end this off at Hell in a Cell, and we'll continue after. So we got Jackson Riker versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship in the opening of Hell in a Cell. We then have Bobby Lashley defending his United States Championship against Andrade. We then have Apollo Crews defending his Intercontinental title against Aleister Black. We got Mojo versus Sammy. Sullivan versus Roman. The Hurt Business taking on the New Day for the Tag Team Championships. We got Strowman versus McIntyre. Then we got the SmackDown Tag Team Champs versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. The Universal title is on the line against Rollins, or Daniel against Rollins. And then we got Brandon Guerrero versus Samoa Joe. So I'm assuming this is gonna be this is supposed to be a Hell in a Cell match, but since this is a created pay per view, and I guess they switched the settings, so it's like whatever. It didn't like do the thing where it's like, oh, this is whatever pay per view. So this would be the Hell in a Cell match. This would be Hell in a Cell match. This would be Hell in a Cell match. This one would be like a steel cage or whatever, most likely, or no disqualification. There'd be a stipulation or whatever. This one maybe Hell in a Cell. No, with Big E, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? That one would have been like no holds barred or something. This one would have just been like a one-off match. This one also a one-off match. Alright, so let's see who wins these matches. Absolute squash match. Lesnar destroys Riker. Oh, and Andrade won the championship. That's good. That's cool. Cruz retains. Mojo lost. Sullivan lost. The New Day are the new champions. McIntyre beat Strowman, and we retain our SmackDown Tag Team titles, so that's good. Bryan retains, and dang, the big pay-per-view. That's like our first real official loss, I think, because I think all the other ones were like the ladder match was like our first one, and then I think it was like someone else beat us, but like we weren't. Even though we lost, we didn't like get pinned. I think. So I'm not officially sure. We'll check the news and then we'll end the stream. Joe defeated Brandon Crow in tonight's big match, going back and forth for weeks. Will this be the end of the Superstars rivalry, or is it just the beginning of something bigger? McIntyre has taken the victory against Strowman after an impressive match. All of the anger and aggression these two superstars have shared up to this point seems to be a thing of the past. After they finally agreed to settle their differences and move on. Champs. Roman defeated Lars in a big match. I wouldn't say that was a big match, but eh. Sammy defeated Mojo in a big match as well. Cruz won the championship won his title match tonight, retaining the Intercontinental Championship in a competitive bout against the former champion. He has proven himself a worthy champion with tonight's title defense as his reign has just begun. And then Andrade won. So that was basically it for this part of the live stream. Next show. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more months of this, and then we're done. Basically, all right. Even though no one's left, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this went on longer than I expected it, and that's it.